You know the love triangle. It's like peak Ninjago writing. If you're not familiar with it, here's a super quick rundown of everything you need to know for this video. Essentially, in the beginning of the show, there are these two idiots, Jay and Nia, who like each other for very good reasons. But then, in season 3, Nia got tired of Jay for being a clingy weirdo. They ended up in a strange limbo state in their relationship where they weren't really together, but they also weren't confirmed to have separated for some reason. Shortly after that, Nia, after 2 seasons of liking Jay, ends up taking a relationship test that said Cole was her perfect match. And that, for some reason, makes her completely reconsider her entire relationship choices up until this point. Because sure, why not? Eventually, Jay and Cole find out, which leads to them hating each other, while Nia spends the rest of the season pondering her dudes. They also do other things in the season, but no one cares about that. Everyone watches Ninjago for the love triangle. This arc goes on for multiple seasons, but the book I want to talk about takes place right after the events of season 3, so we're just not gonna worry about any of that. Okay, so A Team Divided is a children's book designed to be supplementary to the show. It's not confirmed if this book is canon, but it doesn't contradict the show, so I consider it to be canon. The book starts off with the team going to get noodles at Chen's Noodle House, and we get to see some more of the classic love triangle interactions. Jay gives Nia a bowl of chicken noodles. Nia tells him she wanted veggie noodles. Cole rubs it in Jay's face because he already knew that somehow, and then Nia gets nervous. You see, not long ago, she and Jay had been boyfriend and girlfriend, sort of. Nia had been too busy being Samurai X, and Jay was too busy being the Ninja of Lightning for them to go out on dates or anything, but they liked each other. Then, Nia had taken a silly computer test at the headquarters of Borg Industries. The computer calculated her perfect match, and it was Cole? This is actually the first time that the test is mentioned in any official Ninjago media since Jay and Cole find out about it way back in the show. And they never really explore how dumb the whole test is. Like, first of all, who lets an AI decide their love life? Okay, actually, probably a lot of people these days, but it's still a bad idea. Second, you'd think they would maybe learn something from this, kind of like how they learned about the destructive power rumors way back in season 1, but no one ever does. They just kind of accept it as new information and go with it. So when I was reading the book, I was so taken aback. I was like, they mentioned the test and call it silly too? Like they should have in the show? I did not expect this at all coming into this book. Anyway, back to the noodles. I'll have the chicken noodles too. And I want to just quickly apologize for the voices. They will be terrible. I'll have the chicken noodles too, Nia said quickly, taking the bowl from Jay. The whole arc would be over if she could make up her mind, but it at least makes sense why it's hard for her. It's not something I have like a huge fault with, but she really could be doing a lot more to make everyone's life better. Meanwhile, Lloyd sees this happen, and he's just like, I want tofu noodles. Like, dude, can we read the room? No one cares what kind of noodles you want, Lloyd. After that, they start eating their noodles. Cole somehow manages to put his chopsticks in Jay's bowl. That makes sense, I guess. The justification is that there are too many bowls on the table, but there's only 6 bowls for 5 people, so either the booths are really small or the bowls are massive. I don't know why I'm so hung up on this. I really shouldn't be. Anyway, Cole tells Jay to relax, and then Jay goes, sure, take my noodles, just like you took my girlfriend. I didn't take anything. Nia hasn't decided yet, Cole reminded him. And just, this is my favorite line of the entire book. Like, what do you mean? His defense is, Nia hasn't decided yet. Like, he's not fighting for his affection. He's just like, Jay, you stupid idiot. I didn't do anything, okay? Like, I haven't taken her. Why are you so mad at me? I don't know. I think I like this line a bit too much. And somehow, it gets better. I don't know how that's possible. I literally just read peak dialogue. But it gets better. The ninja talk about going back to Wu's academy for teaching, which leads to another argument, of course. Kai's like, things are different now. And Cole's Cole's like, yeah, the staff isn't like it used to be, points at Jay. I'm not going back unless you choose between me and him. That made Jay super angry. Why should Nia have to choose? She never actually broke up with me. So technically, she hasn't unchosen me. It's not better than the last. It's my second favorite line. Like, Jay is not defending himself either. She hasn't unchosen you? You guys are barely together. Sure. Technically, yeah, she hasn't picked Cole, and she's not, like, actually broken up with you because they forgot to do that, I guess. So that's Jay. These lines, I don't know. I'm not sure if they're as funny as I think they are, but I really love them. Okay, after this, the ninja, mainly Jay and Cole, get into a physical fight and get kicked out of the restaurant. And then the team separates because Jay and Cole now hate each other, and Kai's just kind of depressed because Zane died in the last season, and he also doesn't like watching his friends fighting. It's very sad all around. After this, we get a chapter about Lloyd, which no one cares about. Then we get a chapter where Jay gets his ass beat by a child in a junk bot competition. That is literally the exact same plot as the intro scene from Big Hero 6. Okay. We get a chapter where Kai gets mad, but then we finally get back to Cole, you know, the good part, because the love triangle shenanigans pick back up. And we get a bit about how Cole was sturdy and strong and calm. But New Cole's head wasn't right since this Nia thing. If he was being completely honest with himself, he wasn't even sure if he liked her that way. But why shouldn't he? Nia was awesome. She was smart and nice and funny, and she had amazing samurai skills. So when it seemed like maybe she liked him, well, it was hard to explain how that made him feel. And this, like, makes sense? Like, it's actually a good reason? Like, it's actually good characterization for Cole in the love triangle? They can do that? Okay, so I gotta do a little backtracking here. In the show, Cole very clearly doesn't have that much interest in her. Sure, there's that one scene where Nia's like, what if we had kids? And then he holds her hand and looks into her eyes. So I guess it's a little unclear how he feels, but throughout the rest of the season, he doesn't seem that interested. And I just wish we got to see more of his emotions and thought process in the show. So having the book kinda confirm that he was at least thinking about a potential relationship with Nia is nice. And I think it makes sense, like, Cole probably would not have ever thought of this, and now that she's interested in him, he would. Maybe make that more clear in the show's writing? The rest of this chapter is focused on Cole fighting squirrels that make fun of his cooking. It's actually pretty funny, but not relevant to this video, so unfortunately, you're gonna have to find that on your own. The next chapter is back to Jay, and focuses on how he became the host of that one TV show we see him doing at the start of season 4. I forgot to mention this. It's relevant, but really random. We're very excited to have you on the show, Rachel Sparrow, the producer, said. A real ninja. You're a perfect match for the game. Yeah, a perfect match, Jay repeated, suddenly thinking of Nia. He used to think maybe he was her perfect match, but now he pushed away the thought. He had a game show to win. Yeah, so you know what? I actually care more about this game show now. Jay almost never hides how he feels to the ninja. He's very vocal about his feelings. And it's pretty interesting to me that he only ever really hides things when his relationship with Nia gets rough. Like, the last time it really happens is when he goes on the date and he's trying to hide who he is to impress her. That one's a little more of just him being insecure. I think it's just like Jay stuff. Now he's just trying a different way of working past his insecurities, and while it's not the healthiest, it's still cool to see. I think I like it. In this book, Jay doesn't really end up reflecting on anything or like learning. I think this is just due to the book needing to go from season 3 to 4, and by season 4, Jay has definitely not matured at all, so I can't really fault the book too much. Jay also makes some bad jokes in the rest of this chapter, and monkeys throw flaming bananas at him. This book is kind of weird at times. We then go back to Kai, where Nia's begging him to stay at Wu's Academy, but Kai being done with everything is having none of it. Why should I be the first one to come back? Kai asked stubbornly. Jay and Cole are the ones who started this whole thing. Actually, you started it when you took that dumb test. Like, thank you, Kai. Finally, somebody with some sense in Ninjago. Kai would be the one to blame Nia for all this, and like, someone just needed to talk some sense into her at this point. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm a bit too overjoyed at the book calling the test dumb, but that's just how much it needed to be said. I feel like some of the stuff we see in the book, like them really heavily railing on the test, would just have made season 4 better at fixing the love triangle. Anyway, back to the story. Nia held up her hands. Hey, back off, she said. I'm not some emotionless droid. Is she taking a shot at Zane or Pixel? I'm pretty sure all the droids she know have emotions. Yeah, she just hates Zane, actually, I think. Anyway, I have complicated feelings. That's just how it is. And I also have complicated feelings about this. So like, Nia, do you even like Cole for any reason? In the show, it's just, he's not Jay. And the book, while I still think it's amazing, doesn't ever fix this plot point. Wanting Cole solely because he's not Jay works at the start, but it's just not a good enough reason for this arc to last this long. Like, I think Nia finding at least one actual thing about Cole attractive could have been inserted. It doesn't have to be special, it could be looks or some other superficial reason, but the book gives reasons for Cole to like Nia, so why can't they just do the same for her? It doesn't contradict season 4, so we could just give her a reason, like, please. Anyway, since the book doesn't fix this, I guess I will, because why not? I think they should have either made Nia like Cole at least a little bit, and then now her being confused and not being able to decide makes sense, or just have Nia take the test, be surprised by the new information, but quickly realize she doesn't like Cole like that, so you don't have to involve Cole for no reason, and then just don't have her get back with Jay. Which I think makes the other arcs that they tried to set up with this love triangle still work, because Jay is still mad at Cole for making Nia not want to be with him anymore. So he still fights Cole in the tournament and he still gets mad, but now we don't have awkward double dates. You'd still get the like Jay being upset and insecure about this whole situation and his relationship with Nia kind of going down, and like Skybound still works, where she sees him as a friend, like all that stuff still happens. But now Cole and Nia aren't acting so confused and like maybe into each other, but also very clearly not. Oh well, I guess romantic feelings might be a bit too complex for children's media. I don't know. The rest of this book is used to show the ninja taking on new roles in life, which sets up the events of season 4, and that's great. It's the only piece of Ninjago media that actually explains the time skip between seasons 3 and 4. Unfortunately, they don't talk about the love triangle anymore. Okay, actually that's not unfortunate. That might be for the best. Anyway, the book is great. My 3 biggest problems with the love triangle are the perfect match test not being properly dunked on, Cole not getting to participate at all, and Nia not really ever having a reason to pin for Cole. And we solved 2 of these, which is more than the show ever did. So that's pretty cool. So, is the love triangle fixed now? Well, probably not, but I don't hate it anymore, so that's something. Anyway, what did you think? Did this solve your problems with the love triangle? Do you hate it more now? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts.